and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Carr now on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete. Akeem Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. Nelson, obviously a guy who needs no introduction, but this won't be an easy one for him. He's going to have Akeem Talib shadowing him, and that's about as tough as it gets.
It truly is, because when you look at Akeem Talib's body type, look at the length, see how physical he is at the point of attack, and he also understands route progressions and breaking points so well. He's often there when the ball arrives.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. Incomplete.
That's Talib out there.
Dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I'm not going to do that shit.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
What gives you the right to have 2 teams?
Cooper's getting
I will kill you.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. Pretty well there. You go 3 and out. I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores. Could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hell no. I don't even like using my turbo.
Ready to go now in the second.
Express. 618.
From the gun, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Express. Purdue. 29.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds his man. It's the former Ram, Jared Cook. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A pretty big third down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a first and goal. Following the penalty, Lynch. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now on second and goal. On second down, here's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and 5.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Aaron Donald with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And the Raiders have got him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, lift! 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 More now! Deuce!
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And got a man, it's Woods. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Super one. Shell.
On second down, here's Goff. His throw incomplete. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Well, they took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The trick play works. Excellent execution, 18 yards on that fake and a first down. Goff on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well, and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Listen. Hard ball.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now here come the Raiders. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On play action, it's Carr. Letting one go deep for Robert. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hardball. Here we go, coach.
The final shot before break here. Gone. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what is symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Caught by Nelson left side. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr will try it again on second down. Dancing to his left. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 46 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he spins through. He finds an opening past the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Lift!
Gurley again here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape.
Go. Break flag. 11. Watch the curl. 5. Hard ball.
Here's Goff now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
Here we go. Super 66.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's gone. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And now running right through it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Carr now on 1st down. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
White Monday down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. Roberts has it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's caught by Roberts. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Carr to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw on second down is gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Throwing on third. Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
You got 56 there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On second down, here's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A shotgun snap for Goff. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Get set. 6:37. Here's right.
Carr going to throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
93.
Carr to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Listen.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Marcus Gilchrist there to bring him down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Oh, now he pulls him over. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. On the stop, it's Sharice Wright.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
All right. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hey. Four down. Oklahoma.
Again they run with Gurley. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.